welcome back to the Hoosier Stereo Podcast. Today is a lovely February 15th, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's get started.
Happy Valentine's Day, belated Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, belated Valentine's Day. That's true. Deaven, you want to get us started with
Oh yeah.
So,
whatever you've planned?
on the last podcast, we had the plan to do the Joseph story, but I kind of had bad planning on my part and did it with a Christmas meeting when it was like right after the podcast, so we didn't really have time for that. So we're basically going to summarize the story for you guys today, and that will be the end of Genesis for us on the podcast. And on the next episode, we will start Exodus with the birth of Moses. Camden, you want to get us started?
You want me to do the whole thing or just do some pieces?
We can each do like bits and pieces of
Give
it.
us like a Spark Notes version of Joseph's life.
I mean, I definitely can.
I feel like you're our historian here. Like, of all of us, you know the most about like
The historian?
history, like you're the social studies person
Yeah.
out of the three of us.
All right, guys. So, story of Joseph. So, as we know, that he was born into a family, and he was his father's favorite, which made his other brothers very upset and angry. As I think that we're all siblings here. I feel like there are times when we feel like that there are favorites, or maybe we are the favorites. Who knows? Yeah, it's not a great feeling, especially whenever you are his brothers in that situation. And kind of to tip him over the edge, Joseph's given the coat that's very colorful.
Many colors, as they call it.
Yes, it's a very luxurious coat. And, yeah, like I said, it tips his brothers over the edge. And so they take him out one day. They throw him into a pit, if I'm not mistaken.
The pit. Yeah, you're right, I think.
Yeah. And they eventually sell him off into slavery. Tell his dad that he was killed. Yeah, it's the whole
brothers
shebang.
right?
Yeah.
For proof that he was killed, they put sheep blood.
Sheep
They put
blood
sheep
on
blood,
his
yeah.
coat of many colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you've seen the VeggieTales, I think it's like the Ballad of Little Joe, or so I think is what it's called. And that's a Joseph
Yeah.
VeggieTales for you if you're curious about that. And then let's see.
So he gets shipped off to Egypt. Where is that next part?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and he became the captain of the guard and Pharaoh's officials.
There's some genealogy for you if you want to look at kind
Yeah.
of look at Genesis 46:9. There's a whole bunch of genealogy for you genealogy lovers out there.
And then later on, Pharaoh's wife accuses
Whoa, it's Potiphar's wife.
Potiphar's wife.
Yeah.
accuses him of some things.
Yes.
And
Some big things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some devious activities.
Some scandalous
Yeah.
shenanigans.
And so,
He's thrown into prison.
yeah, he was thrown into the prison. And, I mean, God treated him with goodness and kindness. So the warden actually put Joseph in charge of everyone who was held in prison. I mean, that's kind of
That's
odd.
pretty nice. I mean, it's nice too. Yeah.
yeah. And then we go to Genesis 41 with Pharaoh's dream.
Yep.
Sam, you want to do that one?
Do that one as in like,
Summarize it.
yeah. I could just read it. It's not a long section. I will read quickly the section of Pharaoh's dreams. When When 2 full years had passed, Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing by the Nile when out of the river there came up 7 cows, sleek and fat, and they grazed among the reeds. After them 7 other cows, ugly and gaunt, came up out of the Nile and stood beside those on the riverbank. And the cows that were ugly and gaunt ate up the 7 sleek fat cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. He fell asleep again and had a second dream. 7 heads of grain, healthy and good, were growing on a single stalk. After them 7 other heads of grain sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 healthy full heads. Then Pharaoh woke up. It had been a dream. You catching on here? You catching on what's happening? There seems to be a theme here. In the morning, his mind was troubled, so he sent for all the magicians and wise men of Egypt. Pharaoh told them his dreams, but no one could interpret them for him. Then the chief cupbearer said to Pharaoh, "Today I am reminded of my shortcomings. Pharaoh was once angry with his servants, and he imprisoned me and the chief baker in the house of the captain of the guard. Each of us had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own. Now a young Hebrew was there with us, a servant of the captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he interpreted them for us, giving each man the interpretation of his dream. And things turned out exactly as he interpreted them to us. I was restored to my position, and the other man was hanged." So Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and he was quickly brought to the dungeon. When he had shaved and changed his clothes, he came before Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "I had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said to you that when you hear a dream, you can interpret it." "I cannot do it," Joseph replied to Pharaoh, "but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires." Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "In my dream, I was standing on the bank of the Nile, when out of the river came up 7 cows, fat and sleek, and grazed among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows came up, scrawny and very ugly and lean. I had never seen such ugly cows in all the land of Egypt. The lean, ugly cows ate up this." Okay, do I just have to summarize?
Yeah, probably. You're probably going to.
Skip. Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, "The dreams of Pharaoh are one and the same. God has revealed to Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 years. It is one and the same dream. The 7 lean, ugly cows that came up afterward are 7 years, and so are the 7 worthless heads of grain scorched by the east wind. They are 7 years of famine. It is just as I said to Pharaoh. God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do. 7 years of great abundance are coming throughout the land of Egypt, but 7 years of famine will follow them. Then all the abundance in Egypt will be forgotten, and the famine will ravage the land. The abundance in the land will not be remembered, because the famine that follows will be so severe." The reason the dream was given to Pharaoh in 2 forms is that the matter has been firmly decided by God, and God will do it soon. And now let Pharaoh look at a discerning and wise man and put him in charge of the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners over the land to take the 5th of the harvest of Egypt during the 7th years of abundance. My voice is cracking a lot. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No.
They should collect all the food of these good years that are coming and store up the grain under the authority of Pharaoh to be kept in the cities for food. This food should be held in reserve for the country to be used during the 7 years of famine that will come upon Egypt, so that the country may not be ruined by the famine. The plan seemed good to Pharaoh and to all his officials. So Pharaoh asked him, "Can we find anyone like this man, one in whom is the Spirit of God?" Then Joseph said to Pharaoh, "Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and wise as you. You shall be in charge of my place, and all my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you."
So next, Pharaoh puts Joseph in charge of Egypt.
Yep.
He does. And
That's the header of the next section.
Yeah,
actually.
that's just...
Joseph in charge of Egypt.
He is, and from there he kind of helps deliver them through this famine. And while he's doing that, he comes into contact with his brothers. And
Dun, dun, dun.
this whole thing, but he doesn't tell them initially that, I'm Joseph, I'm your brother. It's been a long time, so they look different. Things have changed. Also, it would be hard for them to believe, or like they saw him, it'd be hard for them to be like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely our brother. How would he be that high of a rank in Egypt?" So they kind of really didn't think of it. And Joseph kind of realizes that it's them first, kind of leads them on for a little bit, and then eventually exposes himself. "I am your brother." Helps them. Egypt survives the famine, as we all know. And yeah, it's happy ending. They love each other in the end. Woo! He goes back and sees his father. I know, one last time. So yeah, pretty W story.
All right.
W for Joseph's.
So, like I said, next podcast we will start the book of Exodus. And I kind of looked ahead at my calendar, and we're planning on ending this season on April 12th. So that's coming up, but
Yeah,
we've had a good season. So
we still have a couple more. Obviously, a couple more episodes. But yeah, that'll be season 1. It's been a ride. We hope that you guys have enjoyed it. We know we have enjoyed it. It's been a blast. Yeah.
we aren't ending. We're taking a little break for a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta prepare ourselves for Hoosier Stereo. It's the
Yeah.
reason we're doing this. So kind of give us some time to lock in. And then yeah, after Hoosier Stereo, we'll be hitting you back up with season 2. Also, thinking of it, you said, Deaven, the podcast ends on the 12th of April.
12th. Yeah.
April 12th? Well, April 23rd is the NFL draft. Who are you hoping the Chiefs get?
Well, by the way things are looking, I'm hoping they do get Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, I've also seen that he might go sooner than we were thinking, though, to the
Yeah.
Saints. Yeah.
I mean, the Saints have Alvin Kamara, though.
Yeah, but he's not played the past couple seasons, and he's injury prone. He's getting older. He's going to want money.
But I hope they get him because for some reason we're getting rid of Isaiah Pacheco for some reason.
And probably contract reasons as well.
So I hope we get Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, but if not, we'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
We need to focus on O-line, too. That's Kansas City. One of Kansas City's big things is O-line. But, yeah, that's really it that we need to focus on and honestly get a good backup quarterback. So
Yeah,
Mahomes
just
does
because.
get hurt again.
Well, yeah, if he comes back or
He
whenever
can-
he does.
They can get us rolling still. Because Gardner Minshew played like half a game and then tore his ACL.
All right, boom. Okay, so welcome to everybody's favorite segment.
Except it's not time for that, actually. You may be asking me, well, why isn't it time for Q&A with Cammy J? Why aren't we going to Q&A with Cammy J? Da, 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 da. That's because this episode is sponsored by... No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a sponsor. So our audio for Q&A with Cammy J got pretty corrupted, and I don't really think it's worth putting in the episode unless you want to listen to this for 40 minutes. I don't know if it's... I don't think it still exists anymore, but I just wish I could So no Q&A with Cammy J for this week. So yeah, this is where it's going to end. We will be back eventually with Q&A with Cammy J. Yeah, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for future episodes.